right, people, we're here at CornaStore Podcast, episode 31. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share. You can also find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Stitcher. So, thanks for y'all support. I know early in the week we had a big snowstorm. Nature pretty much took a huge shit on us. But we're here. So, yeah, man, I want to introduce, the special guests. We got Krista here today and myself, Rob, Eric, and Phil. How y'all doing?
What's up? What up? How you doing, Chris?
What's good?
Everything's good.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's what's up. What's going on, Mister? Talk to your boy.
Now, before we get to the topic, I want to ask you, E, like you spent Valentine's Day out in Vegas with the missus. So, like, what was the vibe like out there?
It was. You can tell it wasn't as many people as Vegas got. You know what I'm saying? But it was nice out there, man. I mean, it was in the 70s when we got there. Stayed in the 60s. Most of the weekend, it was a little cooler at night. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing around. We got about 40, 50 around at night. That's still better than what y'all had out here. But man, like,
what was the airport experience like? Did you had to get tested before you went out there and before you came back, or what?
Nah, that's just like if we going to Canada or going to Mexico, they not gonna test you. But they, you gotta have the mask up. They still do the regular, go in, search and all that shit. But it wasn't, all the stuff, I guess, maybe last year, the shit was like more rougher, you know what I'm saying? But this year was just like, come in, show your passport, go through. It didn't take no time at all. Now, once we got the, the shuttle to the rental car place, now that was crowded because they only allowing like, I think the lady told me 12 people to each shuttle to the rental place. But they got the buses rolling, but it's a long ass line. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But shit, it was straight. She kept complaining she needed a change of scenery or whatever. She was tired. She ain't really been doing nothing. I was just like, okay, let's go out here, man.
Yeah,
let's go out here.
I had no clue y'all was going out there. So I was like,
yeah,
just get up and do whatever now. They don't say nothing to nobody.
I know.
Don't nobody else want to go on trips and shit together.
I was gonna say it was kind of like that me time shit. And don't believe me. She talked about both of you motherfuckers while we was out there. Trust me.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That figures.
No, I'm talking about how we when we come out there in the group. How.
I don't know. Ain't been out there in the group in what, 10 years?
I don't know. She was yelling. We went past Chipotle, mister. Shout out to Cassie. Meek was like, Chipotle.
Oh, yeah.
We had like I said, we had a nice time. We needed to change the scenery, man, just to get away from all this bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But shit didn't matter, man. The flight was 3.5 hours coming back to Chicago, dude. When we got to Midway, I swear to you, we came right in the snowstorm. So it still took me almost 2 hours to get home from 55th and Cicero back to 95th, man.
Oh wow, okay.
It took them 40-50 minutes just to get to Cicero from 55th to 67. And I just took Marquette down to Western. Shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. But it was decent, G.
Well, welcome back, man. I mean, I'm kind of due for, we was in Vegas late 2019, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So I'll be due for like another trip in like another couple years. So hopefully all the shit will be died down by then. So
yeah.
All right. Let's get to the topic. The first topic. How y'all feel about the word submission? The reason why I ask is because like Black women are like the only race of women which kind of like anointed by the mainstream media, by the Democrats, by people higher in power like Kamala, as saying like Black women are the backbone. They're the leaders of the community. So if we take them by that word, why should Black women submit to you niggas? So I pose that question to y'all.
Me too.
Hold on, no, you can't do no role reversal shit, Rob. You the one who usually in that position talking.
Right, you the man.
I'm trying to drop that shit on.
Now we got the special guest, and Chris. Now, you niggas this, you niggas. No, it was us niggas about 3 weeks ago. It was us niggas. Shit.
All right, go ahead, Krista. Go ahead, Krista.
The first thing when I think about submission, of course, my mind always goes completely left. I think about like being in a cage and absolutely always having to follow the rules. Not always the case. But when it comes to submission, I think that it's okay for some women, some, not all, to be submissive to the righteous man.
Mm-hmm.
Not my cup of tea. I've never been that way, never been raised that way. And honestly, I don't even want to make it seem like it's anything wrong with it. I don't think that there's anything wrong with it, but it's not my cup of tea.
When you say righteous man, though, what is that? I mean, he got to be anointed or something? Like,
no, I'm not saying he got to be anointed, but if you sitting on the couch all day and you sleeping in your mama's basement 24, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna be submissive to a man that's.
Let's assume that the man is a competent man.
Right.
So does he deserve any type of submission from his woman?
What exactly is he? What is she submitting exactly?
Right.
What is she falling down? Like, what is she falling down to? That's what I want to understand.
You see, like people mistakenly equate submission to like oppression. That's like far from the truth. So if you're a competent man, what's implied is that you're going to provide, protect. You're going to put your woman in a stable environment. You're going to put your kids in the right guidance, so like that way they can kind of grow up to be competent individuals for the benefit of the world. So, but as far as submission is as like in the basic form, if you're sexually active, women submit pretty much all day. Women expect to like men to like tap into their animalistic intuition to like blow their backs out. But outside the confines of the bedroom, you all take submission as, oh, you can't run me. I'm strong and independent.
Yeah, that's the misstyle.
It's a double standard as far as either you're submissive in the bedroom versus outside the bedroom. So
you say as soon as she go out to get the rag, she totally changed, huh?
Exactly.
When I also think of submission, though, I immediately always go to it always being like a validation of a man's masculinity. I totally agree with you, Rob, about providing, protecting, but I also think that that's not just the man's role. I feel like that, at least in my household, it's a balancing act between me and my partner. It's not just, he's not the only one providing, I'm also providing. He's not the only one protecting, I'm also protecting. He's not the only one leading and setting examples. Okay. I'm also doing that. I think it's a balancing act. But
it's 50-50. What you think, Phil?
Yeah. Go ahead, Phil.
Phil, what you think? Chime in, fam.
I don't know, man. I just honestly like. I don't know. Y'all keep talking. I had to think about it. Because I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel what she's saying. I mean, I feel like in order to be successful, everybody has a role to play. Mm-hmm. But being submissive to me means that you bow down to me as a decision maker and you really don't have no say. To me, that's what, when you say submissive, that's what I think. So if politically speaking, we talking about men should be submissive to women because they bring money into the household. Okay, if we out on the street and somebody pull a gun, who gonna be expected to stand in front of who?
The man's always suspected.
Exactly. So it's really not fair to say that a woman needs to be submissive or a man needs to be submissive. And when it depends on the situation and the call for it. I don't really feel like either one should be submissive. Like she said, it's a balancing act. You know what I'm saying? If you allow yourself to be rope-a-doped into those stupid narratives, then by all means be rope-a-doped into it. But it's always going to be a situation where somebody is over the next person. There is no real 50-50 in anything you do.
But you can try to bring it up to 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Like it's never like that. I agree. It's 60-40.
I mean, you do have some people who ain't doing nothing. You had those people who ain't doing nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't get me wrong. You got
people who ain't doing nothing who in the dominant role.
Okay, so let me put y'all on a hot seat. So Phil, your household, there's no concept of submission?
I don't present it in that way.
How about you, E?
Say goes, yeah.
Nah, she pretty much let me do me, run. If she'll speak her mind, you know what I'm saying? She'll speak her mind, but we'll talk on most shit, man. It's never 100%. Are we doing it this way? And I mean, same thing with her. If she got some shit she want to do or we planning on doing, she gonna bring it to me and say, is this okay? We still try to do the 50-50 shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, she will submit and be like, at the end of the day, this my husband, you know what I'm saying? He gonna hold it down.
Yeah, as far as my household, I'm kind of feel the same way. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything in this podcast that I wouldn't say to my wife, but I mean, sometimes she'll talk shit like, hey, it's a partnership, everything is 50-50. We have our own important roles, but at the end of the day, my responsibility is well greater than hers. And
right,
like the buck stops with me. I mean, if an intruder was to come into this house, who's going to get up and investigate that sound? It would be me. If like the mortgage is not getting paid, her family, society, my family, everybody gonna look at me like, man, how come you not take care of responsibility? So
right.
that's why the onus is always on a man. But as far as saying submission, I don't have an issue with the word because I don't mean to like oppress my kids or my wife, but I mean to each his own. So how about you, Kristen? How about your household?
My household isn't really standard because my partner works at the prison, so he's never really here. So that does put me in a position to do most of those womanly submissive things. Do most of the cleaning, do most of the cooking. But as far as when it comes to decision making and finances in my household, things of that nature, that's all 50-50. He doesn't go out and make a grand decision unless we discuss it.
Right.
I have no issue with speaking my mind on, I really wish you would have did it this way. Next time you do it, let's talk about it, XYZ. Yeah, there's no like alpha in my house. I don't think that. And Rob, I want to bring up something that you just said. You said that like something, if your mortgage wasn't getting paid, society and your wife's family would look at you like, why is this not getting done?
Right.
If my family or society looked at my partner, if our rent or mortgage or bills weren't getting paid and they didn't look at me the same way, like, so what were you doing? You know what I'm saying? I have a problem with
that. The man will always
take that blame.
Yeah,
the guy take that blame.
That's
but I like
fair.
how you said how your family looking at you like, well, shit, this nigga ain't doing shit. Like, you just gonna sit there and not do shit with him?
Right.
So
if he, lost his job or whatever the case, you can bet your bottom dollar our bills are still gonna get paid.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Okay. Like one of my favorite lines to Captain Phillips was, "I am the captain. I'm the captain now." So in y'all households, who is the captain? Who has veto power?
I clearly do.
You said you?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
I do. What you mean don't? No,
it sounded like you said you don't.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely do.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is, you got to work within the context of
whatever situation is.
Y'all unique situation. I mean, me and my wife been together long enough where she trusts that I'm not gonna make a decision without thinking about her first. You know what I'm saying? So if I make a decision, even though everything might boil down to my decision, it ain't like I'm just making it selfishly.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. You're not just thinking about you think about the whole family.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, only one person get veto power. There's only one captain.
Oh,
I am the captain. E, who's the captain?
Nigga, I'm the captain. But I might get a lot of flack back.
Right.
But like I say, she'll get to her point where she'll just look like same thing like Phil was saying, like she know I'm not doing it just to be like, cause I'm running this shit. No, I'm doing it because you trust me enough to do the shit.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right, Kristen, who's the captain? Who's the captain?
You keep it real.
He the captain. She had to think about it too
You
much.
know what? Women always gotta make this so hard.
It was just me or him. It was a two person.
Well, I think it's because, well, no, I honestly I don't know.
Okay.
Because our situation is unique. On top of his personality is just always, look, I don't really care. He's very nonchalant. If there's something that he's really passionate about, he'd be like, fuck that, we ain't doing that. But
Right.
I'm gonna say 85% of the time he just goes with whatever I say. And it's not because maybe he don't want to hear my mouth. That's probably it. But he's super nonchalant.
Y'all sure got a mouth too. It's no other mouth like a black woman's mouth. I swear. But I say that with love.
I say
that with love.
No,
y'all.
That was gonna be taken by the podcast in a lot of different ways. Talk about the triple entendres.
Oh,
I won't disagree.
All right.
All right, y'all. We'll put a bow on that. So
let me before we drop that. I mean, what drew that out as something that you like? What was the origin or the need to talk about that? Where did that come from?
I was watching this other podcast called Le Peep Let's Talk.
Okay.
I believe that they're actually from the area, and I've been watching their content for like the past couple of days, and they be having some interesting content. So I kind of drew it from there. So I just kind of want to get y'all take on it. But shout out to them. They actually got a good crew, and I kind of like their whole platform. So it's pretty laid back.
All right.
So, all right. Let's go with is Black History Month outdated? What y'all think about Black History Month?
It's outdated.
I'm gonna go with Whitney Houston and say we need a longer month.
Shit, Bill Burr was saying that on Saturday Night Live about 2 months ago.
Straight up, yeah.
He had this whole rant about it, about how gay people they have like the longest month of July, and black people got the shortest month of February, and it's all cold as shit. You can't go out in March and like February, and versus gay people, they have like the hot month of July to like do all that shit, and he just thought it was kind of unfair. So he kind of put obviously a comedic spin to it, but yeah, that was his take on it. So
don't we have Juneteenth?
That's just one day.
But I'm just saying I put it to you like this: within the last 2 to 3 years, tearing down these statues and things of that nature, Black Lives Matter movement, all the things of that nature. I still understand Black History Month, growing up at my age and everything. But I mean, if we keep preaching it and keep putting it out there for all the black people out here, we don't need a fucking month. I mean, we celebrate us every motherfucking day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? White people got White History Month. And gays don't need July. They gay all year round. I'm like, me, I'm nonchalant about people picking shit like that. Just do you celebrate when you want to celebrate. Mm-hmm. These putting you in that fucking square box. Okay, this is your month. Dude, if you love Black history, ride around with your flag like the essays ride around with their flag on their car all fucking year long. I don't care.
Facts.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about the term marginalization, that's exactly what putting a month around any celebrating a month of anything is.
Or anything.
Marginalizing it to 1 month out of 12.
Out of 12.
Exactly. It's only important for 1 month out of 12 months.
Yeah, to me, it's a pointless gesture at this point.
Yeah, absolutely.
With the smartphone being a game changer, you could literally find anything you want at any given time. I remember when I was in school, I used to go to Harold Washington Library to like do research papers, and man, my God, how things have like changed, up to this point now.
You had 5 books in the library about anything Black history related.
Mm-hmm.
But now the information flow is completely open. So, we basically, we still marginalizing Black history by not calling it American history, because it's American history.
Exactly.
The choice for, our education system to not completely involve all of, the elements of our history is neglectful in general. So, 12 months of the year, there's always content about African Americans, just like it's content about, rainbow coalition and all of that LGBTQ. What did you call it? Alphabet. The alphabet. I mean, it's a place for all of that. It's a part of our history. So I mean, to put any of it in one particular month, so you can just think about it. Ultimately, it's not going to be on any SATs. You know what I'm saying? That's not information that's going to be relevant for these kids to get into college.
Hey,
It's just something you need to know.
I actually got 2 new terms for them now.
Oh,
The alphabet community, I call them alphabots, and the trans I call them deception cons.
Thoughts and views of Rob don't not necessarily reflect the thoughts and views of everybody else on this panel.
Yeah, the alphabots and the deception con. So
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, shit. Hey, shit is raw over here, Krista. So
I see.
And you know what? As Black people, we need to stop accepting this. We really need to stop doing this whole Black History Month because it's really stupid. To me, it's really stupid. What I'm saying.
You're not finna confine me, like you say, to marginalize me down to 1 month. Dude, if I feel like I want to take my kids out in motherfucking August and just get up on some research and show them Emmett Till and tell them about that and ride down 71st. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, I gotta wait till February to do all this shit. No.
And it ain't like we got no added benefit during February. We still get pulled over and shot in February. So it don't make
ain't no fucking ain't no shit. For real.
I'm going to have to disagree just a little bit, not completely, and it's only because in a lot of educational spaces that I've been in and a lot of professional settings that I've been in, we're not the only people that need to benefit from learning about Black history.
I agree.
So is it important for us to have a month? Absolutely. Because it's probably one of the only times of the year that they really pay attention, that it's really in their face, that they really might come across an article about James Baldwin, that they really might do a reading about exactly what Nipsey Hussle was doing for his community, exactly, who Ruby Bridges was. You know what I'm saying? This is not nothing that they probably will learn in August. It probably has no benefit to us. But for the month of February, absolutely. I rocked my braids all month long and was ready and waiting for somebody that's not a person of color to ask me all about it. I don't know. I definitely don't think that February is the only month that we should be celebrated, especially the shortest month of the year. Mm-hmm. But I always make a conscious effort with my kids and all my nieces and nephews that we're talking about Black history on a regular basis, not just in February. We're talking about it in the summer when we're doing a lot of readings. We see if something happens in media and we go back and we talk about, okay, this is probably where this stemmed from. Definitely not just happening just in February.
See, I think.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish your thought.
No, I just think that it's important for it to still be open and active, just so that it's not just for us. So, it should be for them too.
So the thing is, with that other group of people who don't necessarily take the time to learn about, blacks in history, except for February, to me, it makes it seem like we're a delicacy. And we can only be appreciated during that time frame. So when you limit it to that month, it's like, oh, it's Black history again. Let me go and do this for this month. And come March, it's back to not giving a fuck.
St. Patrick's Day.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
St. Patrick's Day. Let's go with the Irish.
Exactly. So it's
they
just
can celebrate that more than Black History Month. Let's keep it real.
They do, G.
Exactly. So I mean, and this is opportunity for them to get drunk and do more stupid shit. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like a fad. It becomes a yearly fad for them. You know what I'm saying? They're not constantly engaged in Black history every day during February, nor are they afterwards. So, you know, it's just something for them to turn their eyes to and say, oh, what can we learn about it this year? It just seems so generic. It doesn't really feel like it's a part of American history because we're limiting it to, you know, it's like going to a restaurant and trying crocodile for the first time. You don't necessarily have to try that shit no more. You know what I'm saying?
You did that one time, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you were in school and part of the regular curriculum is, you know, everything that, you know, is something that Black people contributed to the education system, you know what I'm saying? And it's regularly in there. I mean, look how long it took for Martin Luther King to become as relevant in school content. You know what I'm saying? For a long time. I mean, when we was growing up, that Martin Luther King, we didn't learn about Malcolm X when we was in grammar school.
So didn't.
We had Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman,
X,
right? Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, and we really only talked about them around Black History Month. So that means for them other 6-7 months of the year that we was in school, none of that shit really mattered. So we have to make an effort to incorporate all of the efforts and the things that have gone on in our community into American learning. And otherwise, it's just not. It's not important. It's just like Native Americans. When the fuck is Native American month?
Right.
And
Thanksgiving.
anytime you go to a casino.
Well, they gave it. Damn, man. They actually gave Columbus Day their day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How marginal is that though? That's one day. They only got one day. You know what I'm saying? You see how stupid it sounds when you look at it in the context of how much time actually takes, you know, is in a year. You're giving the people whose land you literally stole away from them one day to think about themselves. Like,
right, that you stole. That you
That you
motherfucker.
stole.
And guess what? We gonna give you a day. We gonna give you a fucking day to celebrate that. Fuck you! You discovered America. How the fuck you discover something that people are already there? That's to this day, man. To this fucking day. You know what Columbus Day is? Native American Day. Tell them, mister. It's the last weekend of the pools in Vegas. That's all I know.
Yeah.
That's it.
Facts. That's facts.
It's the last weekend of pools out in Vegas. That's all I fucking know. Shit. Y'all done made me mad.
It is important that we have some type of jumping off point, but we can't just settle for that. I mean, it has to be incorporated across the board, and you know, we have to look at it as, I mean, to me, having a month to celebrate Black history specifically is basically laughing at us. That's how I feel.
Yeah, look at the gesture of them even trying to put Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill. I mean, what good is that if you're not going to do the transfer of resources in a form of reparations? Because, you know, if her being on the 20 is not going to benefit us financially, then what's the point? It's just a gesture to me. I mean, you know, I'm tired of them constantly just giving us these red meat gestures in which Black people constantly eat them up.
Yeah. So. We on the $20 bill now. No. You ain't even got that $20 bill. First of all, we moving away from physical cash.
Anyway, right.
Anyway.
We put all you niggas on cash money because I don't have cash on me no more.
Exactly. You know, all these places don't even take cash no more.
Dude, when somebody say cash only, you be like, man, fuck it, I'm leaving.
Exactly.
I don't got no fucking cash on me. Right, but we gonna give y'all a $20 bill now. Goddamn drug man cash app now. So what the fuck?
Hey, it would have missed something 20 years ago, but not now. So
hell, you could ask, you know, I would probably say 80 to 90% of the population who on $100 bill, and most of them only know because of songs, Diddy song, right?
Right, songs. If he didn't put out All About the Benjamins, you niggas be like, I don't know who that man is on there.
Exactly. So that shit is irrelevant.
Shit. Okay.
All right, let's go with the third topic. We're gonna go as far as going viral for a bag. For example, the Gorilla Girl. Like, what y'all think about that whole story? Because I mean, like for me, I'd rather that talented people get like recognized and like going viral, you know, versus, you know, via World Star Hip Hop. You got dumb motherfuckers with fighting and doing these challenges that's pretty much going viral. I mean, it pretty much kind of takes the middleman out. You could create your content, distribute your content, and then if it catches fire, and then you're likely to get a bag from it. But so, like, what y'all think about that whole Gorilla Girl story?
Wait, Phil, Chris, you hear Mr. Man? For the last 15 years, the most non-talented motherfuckers been blowing up. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, that shit, this viral shit, man. And I mean, some of them don't have a lick of talent. Some do, but some motherfuckers don't have a lick of talent. Like I'm saying, the Gorilla Glue girl, because she fucked up and did some stupid shit. Now she famous. And I'm not knocking, because she the one that feel bad. She the one, they laughing at her every fucking angle. You know what I'm saying? She did some stupid shit. Now, everybody finna chip in and do this for her. It's like you can do stupid shit and people feel sorry. Now you fucking, she gonna be hosting on Fox in another year.
She's now signed to an agency as well, so
get the fuck out of here.
She made out pretty good.
Yeah, sponsor for Gorilla Glue now.
Right.
Oh, she is?
Nah, I wouldn't put it past her.
But Gorilla Glue happy as fuck right now. They're like, damn, she coming off the shelves.
Yeah.
For real. Stupid. Y'all two go ahead. Y'all talk. I'm too.
How about you, Krista?
I got mad again.
I mean, is it the quickest way to make a couple dollars? Yeah, but I always think down the line of the fact that this shit is gonna be on the internet forever.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be on the internet forever for sure, but probably a month and a half from now, we're not gonna be talking about her. We're gonna be talking about the next one.
Oh yeah.
The next person to do something stupid. Look, get your money, but if you can live with the shit being on the internet forever and you know, your future employer or whatever, being able to find that shit and XYZ, have at it.
Exactly. What about you, Phil G?
I mean, you know, I talk to my daughter about that all of the time because she's one who wants to post on TikTok and post on YouTube and all of that. And I mean, you know, as we got to accept the fact that we older now and we're looking back at it, down at a generation. Whereas, you know, those who came before us looked down on us. So they found a reason to look down on us, and now we found a reason to look down on them. So if we want to be enlightened, we got to, you know, get ahead of the curve and understand, you know, where the direction of all this shit is going, and accept and be a part of it, because that's just the reality now. I mean, when you think about it, you know, some of our parents thought rap music was stupid. You know what I'm saying? And now it's the leading music of the world right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of us still think, well, you got to be careful about what you put on the internet. 10 years from now, it's going to be so much stupid shit on the internet. It ain't gonna matter what you do. You're going to be probably regarded as an introvert if you don't have content on the internet. If you aren't visible, if somebody can't Google you and find something about you, it's probably going to look, they're probably going to start to look at people like, well, why come I can't find nothing on you? There must be something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think it's stupid. It's pathetic. You know what I'm saying? To me, that people do the stupid shit that they do to get attention. But that's just the level we on now. The stupidity is just gonna keep getting worse.
Yeah, actually, you know what, Phil? You actually made a good point, because I mean, it's like, is there like the next form of like peer pressure if like kids growing up and they don't have any type of like social media footprint out there?
Exactly.
That's going to make them like put something out there. And actually, have y'all seen that movie on Netflix, Cuties?
Yep.
I thought they banned that shit.
Yeah, she actually had like stole her cousin's phone or something, and she had posted like a pussy pic, and she just threw it out there. So, but yeah, I mean, those are the major pitfalls as far as like little kids. They really don't know like the magnitude of social media, how much damaging that can be, and how much that could kind of prevent them from like seeking some type of future employment, especially if it's going to be in government.
But see, that's just the thing, though. 10 years from now, that
they
may be
looking for them
quo.
jobs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And they're not going to need them. You got these kids doing all these pranks in grocery stores, banking $100,000 a month. The fuck they care about working for the government every year for?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're constantly elevating their financial situations. They probably not working with anybody to maintain that long term, but a lot of them got way more money than we do. You know what I'm saying? So, and when you think about some things like in a more simpler sense, you know, if you go back 10, maybe even 20 years ago, the expectation when you go downtown and you see anybody in a suit, you think they're going to work. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward 10 years from that point, you know what I'm saying? You start to see people in khakis. That was the kind of norm for going to work. Now, when you go downtown, you don't know who the fuck going to work.
Yeah.
Shit, I go to work in like jogging pants and a hoodie. So
that's what I'm saying.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You
So
be looking
10,
around
20
like
years.
shit.
So
You wore
10,
that?
so 10, 20 years from now, people are, are flatlining liberally. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to get a job with a coke addiction, a known crackhead coke addiction. You know what I'm saying? That stuff is gonna be the status quo. It ain't nothing we can do about it.
Come on to work.
Exactly. You're gonna be able to come to work and do it and get coke from your employer for some time.
Dude, let me tell you something.
Wall Street.
Let me tell you something.
Not...
If y'all don't notice something, let me spin off this right quick. When Phil said that, y'all, I don't drive. I'm not out in the street a lot no more. I'm really a homebody now. But when I do go out, I just look at people the way they drive and how they flying. Everybody in a rush. And I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? These motherfuckers is high as hell. Like everybody, weed legal. Hell, I when I get high, I don't even leave out the house. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I'm like, shit legal. You know what I'm saying? Shit legal now. So niggas is, you look around and you be like, damn, it's kind of wild out here. And another thing, we was talking about, this go back to some shit a few weeks ago, guys. We was talking about the carjacking and shit. Prime example. I don't know what these young kids on. You know what I'm saying? I hate to go off script, but if y'all think about it, when the last time y'all seen the bucket boys out there playing on the buckets? You haven't. You know why?
I was in the city yesterday, and it was guys twirling that little baton.
Yeah, that's the baton different. But I'm talking about the bucket boy. You know why the bucket boys not out there no more, y'all?
Why?
Because them the motherfuckers is doing the carjacking. Like I'm telling y'all, I'm serious. Like, word on the street. Them they not, even when it was warm out, y'all didn't see the bucket boys out there like that no more on the on E-way. Because somebody got in their ear and said, dude, y'all young niggas can carjack these people. We can pay y'all. They still doing some chop shots, but some are just doing it for a joyride.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Every time you saw the bucket boys out there, were you tipping them? Every single time?
Yeah. I not every single time. Hey, I
then that's why they carjacking, because you didn't tip every single time.
God damn, man.
Hey, I was on the train, I still ride the train occasionally. And I ran into a couple of the bucket boys, but these bucket boys was my age.
Oh shit.
They was talking about driving
bucket
out
men.
Bucket men. They were talking about driving down to Florida. And how they last time they went out to Florida, they made $50,000 a month.
Jesus.
Just playing buckets. Hey, but
bucket
guess
boys
what?
ain't still out here stealing cars. The bucket boys out
here. They move. Hey, we just talking about Miami, y'all. Dude, if you're going down to Miami, you gotta spend way more money in Miami than Vegas, Cali, damn it. It's just more expensive. So yeah, if I'm bucket boying out there on motherfucking Ocean Drive, I might pour $250 a day. You know what I'm saying? Besides getting $8, $10, $20 out here on 87th in the damn ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're right, Phil. I see that shit. I see that shit.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, things have changed, man. Things are changing. And, to some degree, historically, when the world gets to a point where it can't contain itself, something really bad happens that crushes the population. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about this too, like this coronavirus really knocking out a lot of seniors, and we know what amount of financial responsibility falls on seniors, how much money they put into our infrastructure. With a lot of them gone, the median age of society is gonna drop, and when you have a dramatic drop like that, then the window of intelligence is gonna shrink too.
Yeah, ain't no old school teaching you. You're right.
Exactly. So now you got us being the median age, and if we can't reach younger people, when they push us out of the way, it's just gonna be complete chaos in this world.
Man, dude, y'all can't say you laugh at Krista, but you cannot say you don't look at the generation not under us, but right after that generation. You look at them, look, y'all, like I said, I'm at work delivering, man. I talk to people in their 20s, 25, 24, young guys and girls. You should hear how they talk about how and at least they at work. They're like, motherfuckers don't want to do shit.
Yeah, we are literally living in the Idiocracy movie right now. in
For
which
real.
like the degenerates are like outproducing at like a faster rate than like people who are able to like, you know, have like a good future for their kids. So
exactly.
yeah.
So you talking about that generation at some point managing the ongoings of this country.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how you gonna have people in this generation communicating with third world countries that have never reaped the benefits of having running water on a regular basis.
They don't get it. But see, they take everything for motherfucking granted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like it's a given proof for them. You know what I'm saying? They you know what I'm saying? But if all you know is 35th to 63rd, you know what I'm saying? And that's your education right there. When you take them to Miami, it fucks them up. They don't know nobody. That's when you realize, like, dude, either it's gonna wake you up or it's gonna show you that nigga, I ain't finna be about shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
but are they completely to blame themselves for that?
Yes.
Crystal.
Once they reach a certain age,
to talk to them motherfuckers. Yeah, we've been trying to talk to them. And I'm not just saying we. I mean, people in general. When our older people schooled us, when our uncles and grandparents used to school us, we sat our ass down there and listened. And we could say we rolled our ass and didn't pay attention, but nigga, we listened to them.
We show respect by staying and listening.
Right. You be talking to them, they cutting you off because they already fucking know it now.
They know everything.
Everybody will know it all.
Yeah, that's facts. I mean, we even see glimpses of where people's mindset is when you be watching the news and a politician to do some stupid shit right in the midst of a crisis. You know what I'm saying?
Like Ted Cruz.
Right.
Like I said,
that kind of dumb shit. That's gonna be the norm.
Right.
That's gonna be normal in 10 or 20 years. Because people they're not gonna have it in their mind to realize that type of shit ain't appropriate.
They don't know, right? And that's an ignorant person. It's like when you say ignorant, it's not I'm down and you just don't fucking know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how can you?
And they're gonna be behind the 8 ball, and it's just gonna be a whole lot of nukes getting shot up in there.
I hope
I'm dead and gone.
We laughing and joking, but y'all, when you really try to think about that shit, like me and Mr. was talking about the future and shit, they got so much shit that's finna happen. It's like how you was talking that shit about, well, I'm gonna stay here on Earth. Niggas, they finna put motherfucking space stations on the moon. You know what I'm saying? Niggas over there on Mars, they finna open up shop over there. Dude, the smart white, and I hate to say it, the smart white people and shit, they're like, man, it's fucked up down here.
Yeah. They're taking all of the shit I'm considering into consideration.
Dude, they like, guess what? Guess what? When you run out of room here, we get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
I'd rather give myself a chance on Mars than stay on Earth.
Fuck with these niggas out here.
I'm staying my black ass on Earth. Y'all can have that shit.
Mr. was saying that shit. I'm like, but Mr., you ain't heard shit till you hear motherfucking, you got a layover on the moon to go to Mars. And it only took him 7 months to get to Mars. And like I say, what's the name? He was like, man, his ship's gonna be going out there in 3.5. Dude.
Does Mars have a shoreline like Miami or San Diego, Los Angeles?
Nah. But you know what it ain't got?
What?
Nobody walking up to me like Grand Theft Auto telling me to get the fuck out the car, neither.
I don't know if it's not a lot of specific criteria, you know, a nigga can come take your spaceship. Don't doubt it.
Damn.
Don't doubt it.
Damn, Chris. Right. Hey, run that spaceship.
Yeah.
I could have stayed on Earth for this shit.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
I'm with you, Rob. I ain't going to Mars. I ain't going to the moon. It's too much uncertainty up there. I'm staying my ass right here.
I can make it do here. I'm doing just fine. So.
Yep. I'll live.
Hey, I see you on the moon, Phil. I'll be there. 60 years old. This is my first trip to
the moon. I'm going. Yeah. I'm gonna look back at that little blue marble and say, sorry, mister.
Yeah.
No, I'll be doing fine, man. Trust me. No, don't worry about me. So I'll be worried about your ass, man.
You're gonna be on the moon before we get there.
No, Hollywood
to travel from here to the moon, from the moon to Mars, like so many things can happen.
So you trying to say what getting on the green line on 43rd and going downtown?
Exactly. Right.
You won't catch me on the green line.
Well, I'm just saying, every day, so. On the red line, nigga, from 95th to downtown. Yeah. I guarantee you got most, nigga, you got to worry about driving on E-Way. Exactly. Worried about getting motherfucking shot.
Potholes too nowadays.
Oh my fucking
potholes
God.
to take you out.
Potholes
take you dead out.
Yeah. So.
All
right, y'all. Let's get to the last one. We had missed last week because it was the holiday, Valentine's Day, so we just kind of took like a week off. So, but Super Bowl happened. We haven't really talked about it. And as far as the halftime show, like, what y'all think of it? Because for me, I thought the Super Bowl halftime show was like too much out of his reach. I always thought that someone like Chris Brown or Justin Bieber, like those caliber artists, should have been, headlining the Super Bowl performance. But like The Weeknd, I mean, I like him as an artist, but I just thought his performance was just blah. I mean, it really wasn't all that to me. So, like, how y'all feel about him?
Y'all go ahead.
When I think about Super Bowl halftime performances, I'm thinking of like Prince in 2007 and the Beyonce and Bruno Mars. I hate to even say it, but Bruce Springsteen, whatever year he was playing the Super Bowl, the infamous Janet Jackson with Justin Timberlake.
Right.
I am a big fan of The Weeknd. Love his music, but when I heard that he was doing a halftime show, first of all, we ain't watching football right now. In any capacity, y'all. No.
Okay.
You watch football, Eric?
Hell yeah.
You on the wrong podcast.
You on the wrong fucking podcast, G.
We not on that pro-black shit.
Hey, what Roger Goodell say? The shield means everything, goddammit.
I believe in the shield.
I'm sorry. I represent the shield.
Okay, I guess that's for another day.
Yeah, you goddamn right. I'll see you next week. Shit.
But I'm a super big fan of The Weeknd, but I could only think of like one song that he could perform at the halftime show that probably came out a couple years ago. It was really awkward. It was just kind of like, it was awkward.
Okay.
Like that concept that he had was better for a music video, something that we could go back and watch, and it actually got like some substance.
He spent more time in that mirror room than he was on the damn field. Hey Phil, did you see the halftime show?
I watched a few minutes of it before we got on. I ain't watched the Super Bowl either, to be honest with you.
Okay.
We kind of talked about this a couple weeks ago before it actually happened. And I mean, when you think about Super Bowl artists, you think about some artists that kind of transcended just being a regular musician or artist and just being like a worldwide phenomenon. But the problem is, it's the same problem with, Gorilla Glue Girl. You got artists coming out every 8 minutes. It ain't even 15 minutes no more.
Yeah.
And it's like right now, there are no artists of the time that are transcending music. Ours is kind of the cutoff point. Our artists, our Jay-Z's, our Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? After that point, what artist is there that's come out after that can have Drake?
Drake. We were saying Drake and maybe Chris Brown. You know, right. Like you said, it's got the stand power.
I even count Chris Brown with us. I even count Chris. Yeah. I even count Drake just at the tail end.
In our group, okay.
Right. But I mean, when you talk about transcendent artists, there's so many artists out right now, and all of them, because there's so many ways for them to make money now, it's so many of them. You know what I'm saying? So next year, unless we going back in time and finding somebody we like, who they gonna put forward as a candidate for, a Super Bowl performance?
I don't even know. It would have to be out. Like, hey, look, I love The Weeknd. I love his music. I love to drink and just listen to his shit all night.
Mm-hmm.
The performance was underwhelming for me, and I I didn't. And it's like I like him, but I'm like, damn, dude, you could at least have some guests come in with you.
He could have did that song with Wiz. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, yeah, you need a little extra thump with your shit when you doing the Super Bowl,
right?
But like you said, Phil, I don't know like who you thinking that, like you said, shit. That's what I would say. Let Drake run that shit. He in the sports and everything. Because he could have brought the Weeknd out with the crew. You know, the song "Loving the." I'm just saying he got shit that he could play. That you know what? It wasn't that many fans out there. It was kind of so the Weeknd probably covered for what they had. Right. But next year they saying the fans gonna be. They definitely saying the fans gonna be back. So like you said, you need that pop. You need that star.
Where's it being held next year?
LA.
Oh, okay.
It's
yeah.
LA. Yeah, it's in LA, man.
Okay.
And I mean, it's definitely some white pop stars that had that type of attention.
Right. I mentioned Justin Bieber.
Taylor Swift, Justin
Bieber.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see where he came from with his opportunity. I don't think he's there yet.
Right.
Justin?
No, I'm talking about
The
Weeknd. I don't think that was some platform he should have been considered for yet.
But guess what? Y'all talk about Justin Bieber. Guess what? He started up on YouTube, y'all.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we talk about that.
He was doing music. He wasn't doing like stupid, dumb.
No, I'm not doing stupid shit, but I'm just saying there's so many avenues for niggas to blow up now, like you were saying. You know what I'm saying? He started with the YouTube shit. So I mean, but yeah, like I can't lie. I would love to see Drake and Chris Brown do the shit together.
Hey, did y'all hear about that? Love that. Did y'all hear about that prankster YouTuber
who made that bet?
Who was trying to what?
No, go ahead. The prankster, who you talking about?
It was a prankster YouTuber where he was trying to fake like he was gonna knife rob someone and someone shot him. I think this happened in Tennessee.
Wow. Nice.
Talk about, you know, saying like, you know, trying to go viral for the clout, you know, for the bag, you know, something like that.
Stupid shit.
That's the ultimate price for it that you're gonna pay if you know stuff goes wrong.
Yeah.
Is his brother still with us or
no, he died. He died.
Oh, damn.
It was a black man who shot him. So it was a white guy who was the prankster.
Oh, he was stupid as fuck. I mean, that Ashton Kutcher shit went out in the late early 2000s.
And actually, most of his content was him going into like poor neighborhoods pranking black folks, and you know, and finally it just bit him in the ass.
Exactly.
Wow. I recall watching YouTube and seeing some dude just walk up on a crowd of black dudes talking about he was gonna rob them, and it was a prank, and they ended up chasing him and pulling straps out for real. I've seen that a couple times. I mean, people do clout chasing, man. They're gonna clout chase their ass right to a grave, man.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, as far as the game itself, I mean, I thought the game was very underwhelming because we expected two Titans and Patrick Mahomes and Brady to like go head to head, but it was literally one-sided. I mean, Mahomes couldn't do anything, but I do have more respect for him because despite the team playing bad, I mean, no matter how much that they thought that they sacked this dude, like he was like parallel to the ground, throwing it and literally hitting the ball in his teammate's helmet. So, I mean, he played his ass off, but unfortunately his line kind of let him down. No one was catching the ball, but shout out to Brady. He is the GOAT over Michael Jordan at this point.
You don't have to blow smoke up my ass.
So wait, is he the GOAT over Serena Williams though?
No.
Don't get me started with. You know what? Shout out to Naomi Osaka because I actually saw that the match live a couple nights ago, and shout out to Osaka. She is up and coming. Yeah, sure.
Okay, we're talking about Serena though.
Well, so the thing is, Serena lost again, and you start to see
how many championships
she's still the greatest.
She has 23 Grand Slams.
23.
She's the greatest of all time then.
She's the greatest women's tennis player of all time.
She's the greatest athlete of all time.
She's
greater than Brady. You have to say she's better than Brady.
You ever played football?
You ever played tennis? You ever played tennis?
You ever played tennis? Right.
The lateral movement required football players train with tennis coaches to learn how to move side to side.
Phil. Let Dominique and Sue knock your ass on the motherfucking ground.
Let Serena Williams hit you with a tennis racket.
That ain't part of the game, though.
That shit gonna feel like cotton balls.
Right. That game is more physical. And I'm not saying she's not a great athlete. No, she changed tennis, honestly. But
she got me watching women's tennis. So yeah, shout out to her.
Shout out to her. But dude, when you're 43 years old and a sport made for niggas that play from 21 to 29, and you 43 and you've been to half your career, you've been to the Super Bowl, Joe Thomas, an offensive tackle, played for the Cleveland Browns. Fucking Hall of Famer. He said he never even made it to the playoffs. And this motherfucker have been to 10 Super Bowls.
So that makes him great.
You know what?
That makes him a great X factor.
No, I'm sorry. I'll take that back. Does that make him a great athlete?
He's a great winner. I'm not saying he's the best athlete.
He's the best quarterback of all time. No, I'm a Brady lover. Don't get me wrong. I've always sided with you on this.
Chris, this is I'm trying to start shit with Eric moment part of the show.
No,
it happens every week.
I mean, let's keep it real though. Let's just keep it real. When you talk about sports, you talk about team sports. Talk about individual athletes and their accolades.
Right.
She's the only one who can say she's solely responsible for her championships.
Guess
Michael
what?
Jordan can't say that.
Right, but that's
Brady
what I'm saying.
Can't say that.
But
she's
that's
the only one who can say that.
Guess what? It's easy to get yourself hyped up to win a championship. You got to get 53 other motherfuckers on your page. A team that was 7-9 last year. You come over there and you get 53 motherfuckers to believe in you.
And Phil.
Nigga, you're a guy.
But yeah, 53 people still helping you on that field. She got to do it
but you got to have the belief. You don't understand. Huh?
Plus, every playoff game is literally one and done.
Every time she plays one and done.
No.
But she got sets.
Sets, exactly. They got sets.
She got sets. She can go down two. She can go down 1 or 2 and then come back.
So can she go down one or two sets and leave and go home and come back the next day? Exactly. It's a game. It's a game. It's one game.
Phil, they got four. They got 4 majors every year. So yes,
there's no. It's not. It's one and done in tennis, dude. It's not a second chance. If you lose,
I get it.
Your tournament, you out.
I get it, but like they got 4 majors every year. But as far as football, it's one championship every year.
Okay, so how many years has she won a championship in?
Well, she had 23 Grand Slams. So she been in the game since what, like 2000?
That's about right. So how many Grand Slams are there a year?
4.
Okay,
4.
So do the math.
She's what, 32? You said 32. How many?
23.
23. So
she's got 6 championships.
On average, she wins once a year. On average, right?
If you saying that, yeah.
Okay, so that's good.
So she got 6 rings, basically.
And Tom got 7. Because guess what? He started in the same fucking year that she started. Why are you talking about Serena? He started the same fucking year she started.
But let's change the scenario though. You talking about
we're gonna change the scenario.
No, we don't change the scenario. We're gonna change the context.
We're gonna make it work for you. Okay.
18 games. How many games or matches is she playing per year? It's not 4. It's a whole lot more than 18.
Yeah, but they only count the majors as far as like the accolades.
How many games? How many matches is she having in a Grand Slam?
Chris, I like you being real quiet too.
In the Grand Slam tournament.
Look,
how many matches? It's probably 5 or 6, I think.
Okay, so she's every year.
It's one and done, right?
So every year, 4 times a year, she's beating the highest level competition 4 times a year.
Well, in most cases, she's like the top 3 player.
Every year, Brady is the top player. It doesn't matter. We talking about the top.
Not really.
Okay, even if he's not,
she won the top player this year.
She's still going through a greater competition more consistently.
Yeah, but tennis is like a country club sport. I mean, Brady is playing a rugged sport.
Wait. She's going through more. Wait, she's going through more competition, better competition than Tom Brady going through.
Yeah, she is.
Get the fuck out of here.
She's literally playing world champions. Brady only playing people in the United States. She's playing people all over the world.
But there are women though.
People in the world.
But there are women though.
I think if she went against somebody like Federer or whatever, she still give him a run for his money.
She admitted if she was to play a man, she would lose 100% of the time. She even said that.
Let me tell you something.
I want to agree with that.
I grew up.
Well, you can agree with the person that said the shit. Huh? Right. Okay, go ahead, Chris.
Saying that to save face.
Rob, I don't agree that tennis is a country club sport.
It is.
It is a country club sport, but
listen,
you played it, right?
I did.
Okay, that makes you blue light then.
Not really, because I didn't. I'm not no country club kid.
Ooh.
With the rags and riches, nigga. I was sponsored like a motherfucker by family, friends of family.
Okay.
But
okay.
I have played other sports too. And I feel like tennis was the hardest sport I ever played. The hardest.
You just haven't played football yet, like tackle, like football, right?
Football is easy.
I ain't played tackle, but I used to play flag football. That shit, man, come on. You just got to make sure you can catch your breath, nigga. Run.
Okay, now magnify that by times 10 when it comes to NFL football. These players are tired. They got to play in all different types of weather. You got the greatest, biggest athletes.
First of all, the most challenging sport is basketball, hands down. The least challenging sport is probably golf. Under basketball is tennis, then football. Talking about the physicality, but they're only playing by downs, 4 downs at the most, sometimes only 2.
Phil, you don't got to break down downs to us, man.
Those players, a lot of times those players on the
break it down and wrong. 4 downs. You know what, Phil? Listen to me. I need y'all to listen for 2 seconds. You got 4 downs, really 3, to get 10 fucking yards.
Yeah, but every player on that field is not going to be playing.
10 yards ain't shit, and they giving you 3-4 downs to only go 10 yards. You know what that's telling you? Motherfucker, you got 4 chances to walk from here to my motherfucking car. You gonna tell me, oh, that shit easy?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. You said, and guess what? After you get that first down, you gotta do it all over again.
What I'm saying is in the context of athleticism. You're playing 4 downs at a time at most, right? In basketball, you're running 94 feet for 48 minutes, non-stop.
You got to stop. Time. They got commercials, timeouts, timeout. They will up the bench.
How long is a normal basketball possession before a timeout? Typically.
You got 24. I'm talking about going up and down the court. You got to score in 24 seconds. And this wasn't about basketball.
No. I'm getting to tennis. I said basketball was the most physically challenging because one, a possession is only 24 seconds, but the game time, if no fouls happen and there's no times out, could go, I say on average about 4 minutes. So they're running for 4 minutes straight, back and forth, 94 feet. Yeah. That's the most challenging sport.
What's the gladiator sport right now? Honestly.
Now you talking about gladiators.
Let me tell you something. Y'all talking about athletes.
80 games a season too.
Well,
they fly commercial
basketball.
No. I'm saying they fly chartered flights. They stay in the best hotels. I mean, these are first world. These are first world problems.
Everybody do that. Tennis, everybody flying all that. But let me tell you something. It's only one sport with one play to end your life. It's not basketball. It's not fucking tennis. It's only one sport where you giving up your body. You sacrificing yourself on one play. Ryan Shazier for the Pittsburgh Steelers. One hit. The motherfucker was paralyzed.
Alex Smith almost lost his leg.
How many basketball players was just running and died in the middle of the court?
I mean, Phil, sliding on the court.
Phil, Paul George.
Baseball kills the fans. Okay, Phil, come on now.
Phil, Paul George.
With a baseball, you could die. Okay?
Hey, Phil, Paul George had his leg snapped in 2. He came back. Is playing at an elite all-star level right now.
Paul George is trash. What I'm saying, we talk about athleticism. Tennis is an on-court singles game that occurs over a long period of time. They're constantly running, engaging a lot of muscles all the time. It's more frequent than football. There's those levels of athletes that play tennis, you can't compete with them. I guarantee you can go out there and get back in shape and play basketball for 48 minutes. I guarantee you won't go out there and play tennis for 5.
I mean, I give tennis their respect because even when I play racquetball, I mean, they used to tie my ass out.
That shit is exhausting.
Yeah.
So, but you got 53 people on the football team, and you got 3 levels of backups. Ain't no backup for Serena Williams when she go down. It's over.
But guess what?
Phil,
she's not going down.
She is a GOAT. I will give her GOAT status.
She's the greatest champion.
She's the GOAT in women's tennis.
Robert.
Yeah.
Let them win today.
Everybody loves Tom Brady. I hate football because of Tom Brady.
Because I mean, you can go on TV and everybody gonna say he's the greatest because they like it's a physical sport. You gotta stay conditioned. I don't. Hey, guess what JC told me to do? Don't argue.
Yeah, because
I bet you Serena Williams is in better shape than Tom Brady.
I doubt it.
You know what?
I bet you she is.
She done had a
Serena,
baby. I watched that game against Oscar. Her shit jiggling. She needed three support bras on them titties out there.
She just had a baby too, though.
Serena is a BBW trying to play tennis right now.
That's all she is. Them suits, man. She started to look like that bitch that's at the club. You're like, she should not have wore that. Now I'm just saying, I love her.
I love her too, but
that bitch should have wore that cat suit against she shouldn't. Right.
What she needs to do is lose 15 to 20 pounds, and then she can compete with them young girls out there.
But guess what?
She can retire. She's still the greatest.
Mister. But if Tom Brady back in the Super Bowl next year, half your life you've been winning in a sport where Aaron Rodgers only got one Super Bowl, Drew Brees. I mean, niggas don't, like they said, with the shit he doing, and they said the shit that he's doing, you can't fathom it. But you know what? You're not a football guy.
I guarantee
so you stick to playing. If you stick to playing tennis.
If you put the Bears front line in front of Tom Brady, does he win a championship?
The Bears can't even get in the playoffs still.
Okay, so but he could if he could come to Chicago and win a championship though.
He probably could,
right?
He probably could.
Hey, he probably could.
So, but he need that front line in front of him though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how it works.
So Serena don't got no front line.
To drink and argue with y'all all day long.
Jordan Pippen. Jordan
do my edibles, spend some time with the family, and play Grand Theft Auto. So let me go carjack some niggas. You done made me so mad. I'm just killing everybody on the game today.
Hey, Crystal, we do this last segment called Beauty of the Week, so I kind of highlight a black beauty of the week. Actually, last time we did a white person. That was because of Eric.
Missed that.
But it was the first referee. So Sarah Thomas.
I think Sarah Thomas, the first lady. She did the Super Bowl.
Right.
White chick, nice looking chick too.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Sarah Thomas, right?
Sarah Thomas.
Yeah.
So this week's Beauty of the Week. Now this young lady, well, I won't call her young anymore, but she's been in the game for over 25 years. She's defeated the wall up to this point. You know, she haven't really been a leading lady, but she always played a typical eye candy girlfriend for different leading men. She's married to a holy man currently, and we actually first saw her in the movie Friday when she was at the ice cream truck telling Chris Tucker to hurry the fuck up.
Meagan good.
Now, y'all, when I saw this picture, because y'all know how crazy I go with women with dreads, but once I saw this picture, I went so fucking crazy. I was like, look at that beautiful woman right there.
Damn.
She is killing it right now.
Yeah.
She is killing it. So
Lord Jesus.
So this week's Beauty of the Week is Meagan Good. Congratulations, Meagan Good.
I can't do nothing but agree with that one. Shit.
I can see. Yeah. I don't like her eyebrows. But yeah, that's.
I like everything.
You had to say something to this.
You had to say something to this to me.
Look, I'm tired of these caterpillar eyebrows. All right.
Phil said he ready to do like this.
Yeah, right.
And them faux locks. She don't get no points for faux locks.
Damn, man. Hey, hands down.
She needs to go through the struggle, but nah, she's impeccable.
Man, Lord Jesus.
Hey, y'all, thanks for watching the CornaStore Podcast episode 31. Like, subscribe, comment, and share, and we'll see y'all next week. Appreciate y'all.
We out of here, baby.
Y'all have a good one. All right.
See ya.
See ya.